We're honored to have you here as we celebrate another milestone, the launching of the Construction Cost Guidebook, Philippine Edition 2025.
Today we gather with grateful hearts to celebrate the launching of this book, a fruit of dedication, patience, and grace.
This manual is the most comprehensive cost guidebook ever compiled and written by a Filipino company with almost 20 years of experience in the field of cost estimating and project management for domestic and foreign infra projects.
Bribery destroys trust in institutions. It interferes with the fair and efficient operation of markets.
It took us years. It took us almost more than a decade to actually come up with a book like this. It's the first in the country. And another person asked me, did you actually time it with the issues that's hounding our government right now? And I said, no, it was the Lord who actually made it September so that it will actually be used by every Filipino to understand what is the proper pricing in infrastructure projects in the country. And now we have a tool today that we will unveil. By bringing this guidebook to every organization in the country, we are sharing a vision of a beautiful, progressive, and beautiful Philippines.
Mention everyone anymore, please. A lot of us here.
Well, saan namin gagamitin? Of course, in preparation of estimates. Yeah. And we're very, very, very excited about this. And hopefully, the launch will be very successful, and rest assured, we will be supporting you all the way.
I'm sure this guidebook will educate all those owners that planning to have projects to be properly guided as far as coming up with an estimate or project cost as a whole.
This is one way of how to stop the corruption from the government side as well as from the private sector.
I was so happy when Raynor invited me to bless this. In fact, I have to cancel one blessing because of this, because I'm excited. The title itself is very interesting.
First of all, I would like to congratulate Raynor. He's a gold buddy at Ayala Greenfields. I'm not a contractor. I'm with NBI, so this book will be helpful in our investigation.
So this will be very helpful, you know. And in terms of usage, obviously, other than auditing, is thinking of how to make use of the AI, you know, on this one, so that will make my life easy. Analyze the data at the AI and see any anomalies or whatever, you know.
To be able to use a tool like this is also to be able to understand the effectiveness or lack of effectiveness in your processes and cost controls within your own firm.
I think this could not have come at a more appropriate time in our country. It could, really change the way things are being done, not only in government but also in the private sector setting.
general, everybody would be benefiting from this. From our standpoint, since we do project management, I think it's very important that project managers also has some idea to an extent on the cost of a project. Even though you have quantity surveyors as a consultant, your primary person or point of contact of the client is usually the project manager. No? So I think having that idea and having this this wonderful cost book, no, would be very, very helpful to project managers such as myself.
Well, like any other contractors, I already have a data of the cost of materials, but then I always have to update them. Unlike this book, which I believe has a ready reference for materials and the latest materials included. So it's going to be an easy reference for me to do my cost computation.
Having to try to come up with some kind of super solutions, or sometimes very innovative solutions, and nothing to compare the prices on. So I'm really looking forward to using the book with many aspects of my business, I think.
We have a development, and cost is very important because we're penetrating a market wherein the cost is very important. So given the guidebook, we were able to learn na hindi siya design first, it should be the cost first before you go to the design. So that's what we learned, and that's very important if you want to make your project successful.
Very important for us as designers because cost is a reality of a project. And the earlier we know the cost limits of a project, the better for us. We can do more appropriate designs. We can also support the business case of the owner using a very accurate guidebook. And that's why the QSI guidebook has been very useful for us when we do projects. So congratulations, Raynor, for coming up with this, and congratulations to the QSI team, and more power. Thank you.
QSI, our